Charlie Kirk was doing his usual thing on college campuses, answering questions, putting the liberals down where they belong. But then he had this one student that came up to him saying that racist MAGA people are driving around threatening to SA motherfuckers. Sounds outrageous, right? Well, I'm going to let you watch the video. You decide for yourself whether this man's telling the truth or not.
How we doing on time?
Okay. Hi, Charlie. How are you? Good? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to give a little bit of a...
Like I say about all black men that sound like this and, act in a feminine way, clearly raised by mommy, Grammy, auntie, one of these motherfuckers raised them, and it just stuck. Hi, Charlie. Hi. Like, stop. You're a man.
And act like a man. What's the matter with you?
Backstory on myself. I'm Jaden Clark. I'm a student here. Freshman year, I was hate crime 5 times in one night, okay? 3 of them by Trump supporters.
What happened to you?
Okay, for one of them, I was just walking, and then I see this truck full of 4 white men pass by me, MAGA apparel, everything, And then...
Did they say this is MAGA country?
Anyways, they drove past me, and they were like, "F you, nigger, bend over quick."
Okay, so they said the N-word on campus.
White men just out here going around telling them queers to bend over? I don't think so. Oh, man.
Well, yes.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so what happened to them when you reported them?
I didn't report them.
Oh, really? Okay, so maybe it didn't happen.
Didn't report it.
Okay, anyways.
I don't believe you. I'm being honest, I don't believe you. I think
Okay.
you're making it up.
Okay. Anyways.
I refuse to believe that somebody on this campus would go around and sheepishly call you the N-word. I refuse to believe that. I think you're lying.
Bro, I just gonna say, this shirt that he's wearing is fucking I am my ancestors' wildest dream. No, you are their worst fucking nightmare. If I went to Africa right now and told black men that there's a dude that takes dick from other dudes, sounds feminine, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Facts. Point blank, period. Alright? None of your ancestors wanted you to be a fruitcake.
Anyways, next instance, they threatened to rape me and then just drove off.
Hold on, so a bunch of Trump guys who are largely white heterosexual males then also threatened to rape you?
Different group of people, but yes.
All in one night?
All in one night, sir.
I think you're making this up.
Okay, that's fine.
But what evidence do you have for this? Do you have like corroborating witnesses? Do you have cameras? Do you have license plate numbers? Because now we're talking about crimes. Threatening to rape you is an intent of a crime. Did you go to the police? You file a police report? You hire an attorney? You sue the school? Did you go to the civil rights office?
You seen that, it was subtle as hell, but he like kind of licked his teeth, like getting ready to figure out the lie he has to now tell Charlie. This motherfucker lying. I don't care what MAGA people rolling around telling queers to bend over, we're gonna rape you. Like, get the fuck out of here. But I ain't never heard it. I ain't never seen it in my life. This boy over here role playing or something, some kind of sick, twisted fucking sexual fantasy he has, dude.
It puts the lotion on. You have no idea what kind of hell I can bring you!
Do you file a civil rights complaint? Did you do any of that? Because you should.
Okay.
No, did you? Tell me, yes or no?
I did not, but
Why?
I'm not going to argue with you.
No, but you're coming in front of 2,000 people to say it. Why did you
Right.
not go to the university and say this happened?
Okay, because how would I report them?
Anyone, there's
Who would I
hotlines
report?
all over this campus. You guys have nothing but like, if something happens to you, I think you're making this up. I think you're doing this to try to make a point.
Okay.
I don't think there's any evidence.
I can promise you, God
Yeah,
as
this is
my
the Jesse
witness. I'm
Smollett.
not. Anyways.
Was it
No, but
Jesse
seriously,
Smollett
why
of
don't
this
you today
campus?
commit? Let's do this. I'm going to show you the university official, and why don't you go file a Department of Education complaint, and let's find these terrible people that did this to you. Can we agree?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll think about
and by the
that.
way, we'll be able to look at security cameras.
He said, you'll think about filing a report on someone that committed a hate crime against you. Sounds suspicious.
Footage, and we'll see.
Okay, I'll think about that.
But you didn't do that.
Can I try
though.
to finish?
You'll think about it. Hold on. Why wouldn't you want to do that immediately?
Can I talk?
No, but you're making a serious accusation. Please,
Can you tell your bullshit story? No.
And I'm not gonna argue with you about my personal experiences. Anyways.
It didn't happen, man.
Okay, that's cool. Anyways, I feel like every time I step foot on this campus, I have a wall of vitriol and hate at my back. And to the audience, I say to you, these are your fathers, these are your siblings, and these are your neighbors. So y'all need to clock them. And I hate overgeneralizing, but I'm not gonna say all Trump supporters are racist, but a good amount. Anyways, my question to you is, if you had one message to say to these people with the hate in their hearts, what would you tell them?
I would tell you to stop lying.
What would you tell them? Not to me.
No, honestly, I think
Don't
you're
believe
Jussie
your lies?
Smollett at this campus. I think you're completely making this whole thing up.
Yep.
I think you are a complete liar because I am now giving you an opportunity to report this at the high. I will bring this to Linda McMahon, the head of the Department of Education, the federal government. I will make sure these people are arrested by Kash Patel, the head of the FBI. And you'll say, oh, I'll think about it. Because you're making this up. You're doing this for a political purpose. So will you? No, seriously. Kash Patel will get involved.
Rolling
Yes?
his eyes
It's a
and
hate
shit.
crime. That's not acceptable. Well, hold on. No, will you do this or not?
That's really cute, Charlie, but I'm trying to give you the opportunity to alleviate hate within this group of people who have a shared ideology.
But hold on a second. There's no hate. There's just love of America here in this audience. That's all that's here today, okay? That's all that's here. But back to you. I heard your accusation. I'm now going to go to the University of Tennessee and tweet this and say, hey, this is a serious accusation. I want the governor to get involved, by the way.
Okay.
The governor's getting involved. I'm going to call Marsha Blackburn. I'm now going to call Big Haggerty. I know all these people, and we're going to find out really quickly if you're telling the truth or not, because you just came in front of 2,000 people, and we're going to go bring in the police. We'll bring in the FBI, because what you just said is unacceptable. You said Trump supporters called you the N-word. That is no place in America, and they threatened to rape you. That is no place in America. But you know what else is no place in America? Lying and saying it happened to you. So we'll find out really quick if you're telling the truth or not.
That's cool, but like, can you answer my question though? If you,
My message to everyone in the audience, keep loving America.
okay.
But
What about loving your neighbor?
just so you know, this is going to become a very big issue. We're going to put this on social media because nowhere in America should you be allowed to go in front of a microphone with no evidence, no willingness to report, no likelihood to talk to police and say, oh, this happened to be at night, and ruin the reputation of half the country and say that they wanted to go me and call me the N-word. That is gross.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. You'll be hearing from a lot of institutions, and if you did indeed lie, you will be civilly liable for smearing this university publicly for a very big number. We'll find out if you're telling the truth. Thank you.
Thank you. That's really cute. Make sure you add me, Jaden Clyde.
I will. Thank you. Hope you have a good lawyer. Thank you. And I want you to understand the implications of this. No one has had the stones to stand up to this stuff for years past. And so many innocent people have been drugged into this crap saying that all the white people are coming after me. I don't believe it. It's wrong, and we're putting an end to it.
So what do you guys think? Do you think this young man's telling the truth? Do you think, MAGA people, some white gentlemen were rolling by and said, hey, nigger? You think they said, bend over, queer? Like, oh shit, motherfucker acting like Scott Pressler, Miley, and what is it, Yanakovich, whatever his fucking name is just in a car together rolling by raping niggas. Like, what?
Hey, who's that? She's a little young. Hold this. What are you going to do? I always say if they're old enough to crawl, they're in the right position.
For one thing, I don't know about y'all, but if somebody does some crazy shit like that, I'm going to get the license plate so that I can report that shit and then smile in these motherfuckers' faces as they're all arrested and I'm standing there in court staring at them like... But this man clearly lying. I was what did he say? I don't even fucking remember. I was hate crimed against 5 times in my freshman year. All right. Bro's like a junior or a senior now, and he over here talking about something that happened years ago, which sounds like it was during Joe Biden's presidency. So this was going on during Joe Biden's presidency, and you ain't bring it towards the university? Come on. You're a fucking liar, all right, man? And I think if the people of Africa had one thing to say to you, they would say,
why are you gay?